Hey everybody, it's Rock here with 1-800-ROCK hotline, and I wanted to go to my room, but right now I have a swollen maybe leg, but I know it's my foot, and I have Ted hose on it and I'm elevating it. So right now I got to get the swelling down because it really does hurt. So today I was going to talk about the different types of mental illness, and you can look this up too if you want to. So, when it comes to the types, we have clinical depression, anxiety disorder, we have bipolar disorder, dementia, we have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and we have schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, autism, post-traumatic stress, and I'm pretty sure we have more, but that's the only ones that I found on the internet. And then it says different types of mental disorders. There's 10 of them. I got it off the internet. Anxiety, mood, psychotic. It says eating disorder. Eating disorders. That doesn't sound right. And then personality, post-traumatic stress disorder, impulsive control and addiction, and factious, factitious. I'm not sure how to say it, but those are what I found on the internet, what I read off to you about mental health. So, there's a lot of people that deal with mental health, every day. And I am one of those people, and I've been through a lot. So, until people start emailing me, please email me, interact. Please, I'm here to help. I want to tell your stories. I want to get them out so people can understand about mental illness, because they need to be aware of it. This month, actually, as well, is Minority Mental Illness Awareness Month. So we have a little bit more on that. So people in the minority community need to be more aware of mental health, and they should not put it on a hush hush and not talk about it, because it does need to be talked about. Because people are doing a lot of things because people don't listen to them when it comes to mental health, or they're insensitive when it comes to mental health. And if we educated ourselves and try to at least understand what the people that we know and our loved ones that we know are going through it, maybe, things can get a little bit better. So, yes, we need to be helpful to our friends and our family and try to be supportive and more aware. So I'm going to tell the story. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to say a story about when I worked at a hospital. No longer work there. So I'm going to tell you guys one of the things, mental illness, that I have is bipolar disorder. Okay? I take medication for it every night, and I take medication for depression and it every morning, and anxiety every morning. So I do not get off of it. I will talk to my doctor about changing the dosage on my medication and things like that, because that's really important. You never, never, never stop taking your medication or changing the dosage without talking to a provider first. So, I worked at a hospital here in Austin, and I worked in a renal transplant endocrinology, unit. And so there was a lot of people that had to get dialysis on the floor because it was a renal transplant. Renal is talking about your kidneys. So your kidneys, we did dialysis on the floor, kidney transplants. People on the floor had diabetes, and there was other people that came up there for other things. So I decided to take it upon myself to let some people know that I am bipolar, because I think that they needed to know. I never had a instant where I went full blown attack on anybody, yelling and screaming at anybody. No, I never had that. I control myself. I know how I can get when it comes to things when people make me mad, but I control myself. I have that much control. Sometimes it gets hard and I have to walk out the situation and leave and not say anything because it's too much. So I was working on the floor, and there were several times when the nurses would bring up a patient and they would say, "Oh, they're bipolar." And because of the way that they acted, because sometimes I felt like the nurses were insensitive to the patient's needs, And when somebody doesn't listen to you and they're impatient and don't listen to your needs, of course you're going to get mad. I'd get upset if I told somebody something when it came to my health and asked them to help me with something and they didn't do it. So I would get mad too. I don't blame them. So when they would get mad, they would say, "Oh, they're bipolar." That's what they would go to. And I would let them know, "Hey, I'm bipolar. It's hard to deal with. So, why are you bringing that up about that person?" There was one time this person was going to school for a nurse, and she didn't even want to do her job as a patient care technician. Whatever. And so there was a patient there that was acting up, and he was upset and mad at some of the nurses because they wouldn't listen to him. And a nurse, a PCT, a patient care technician that was turning into a nurse, said, "Oh, he's bipolar." And I said, "I'm bipolar." "Well, he's not bipolar like how you're bipolar. Your bipolar is different." And I was just like in awe. Because I was like, "What do you mean mine's different?" I just felt like if you're going to be supportive, you need to be supportive of everyone. It doesn't matter if this person's bipolar on the left and if there's somebody that's bipolar on the right, their struggles might be different and they might be going through something. Sorry, I hurt my leg. But still, the struggle is there. They're both bipolar. They're both having to deal with something, and it's not easy. So that really irritated me and upset me because working at a hospital, you get different types of people. So people shouldn't make comments like that because, you never know. They could show up and go to the doctor and find out they're bipolar. I am not ashamed of myself, and I'm not ashamed for saying it. Like some of my family members and people, they don't want me to say that I am, but it is what it is, and that's who I am. So, I'm going to get off here because I did take my medicine, and I feel like my eyes are acting weird, and I'm not talking to you guys properly. That's what I feel, and so I'm going to get off here. Please watch my video and subscribe, and if you know anybody else that needs to get something off their chest, because that's what this is for, getting things off your chest, telling your story so people can know what you've been through so they don't go through the same thing. So this is about you guys. It's not about me telling my story. Yes, I'm telling it because nobody else has gotten on here or nobody's emailed me. So with that, please email me, subscribe, let your friends know, that you know somebody that has a YouTube that wants to help people with mental health. So, this is Rock signing off of 1-800-ROCK Hotline. I may see you tomorrow, I may not, but we shall see. Goodbye. And one more thing, let the negative go so the positive can flow. So, alright? But love you guys. Peace, and I will talk to you later, Gators.